Yo, this is the Double M Hidden Gems podcast. Coming to you for episode 7. We about to talk about some real important stuff, real touchy subject to some people. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It could be. We gonna see though. But today we're gonna talk about dating, different aspects, how we feel about it, what we think it is. Just hey, it's 2022. What I've been hearing, the dating pool is crazy out here. So we're gonna get our opinions. We're gonna get some feedback from a very, 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 very intelligent group of ladies. They like to go by the name of Get Lisa in them. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna get to meet the members of Get Lisa in them, and let's go ahead and get this started. So first of all, we most definitely got to say what's up to Lisa. Lisa, say what's up to Double M's. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Double M's, this is Lisa.
Lisa in the building. We got Nita B in here. Nita B ain't ready. We gonna come back to Nita B. Hold on real quick. We'll come back to Nita B. We got Nikki in here. Want to say something to the fans?
Woo woo. I always say, but for me, I'm gonna line things right up for me.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what
yeah.
I
We,
say.
we got Ron in here. You want to say what's up to the fans, to the people out there?
Hello, everybody. This is Ron Ron.
All right. We got TP. Is she ready to go?
Hey, this is TP. That's fire right there.
That's fine. All
That's
right.
fire.
All right. We got Nita B back. She on the mic. You want to say hi to everybody, Nita B? Nita B, I think you might be on mute, Nita B.
Need to be in the place to be.
There she
They all
is.
know
There
me
she
as
is.
Nemo, kicking it over here with my grandkids.
We most definitely gonna see what she think about dating. She got grandkids,
And
and
I'm married.
and she married, so we got perspectives. You hear me? And we can't forget your boy, the sidekick, the one and only. You dig? Charles Rodman in here. What's up? Say
Charles
what's up.
Rodman,
Hey, we in here.
34 on back, 91 on front. Yo,
We
what's
in
up,
here.
everybody? How everybody doing tonight?
I gotta speak. Y'all all on mute.
Hey,
You can't
Charles.
hear me?
Hey,
Nah, y'all
what
good
up, what
now.
up, what up, Charles?
What
How you
up,
doing,
Charles?
Charles?
Good. How everybody
Hey, I
doing?
need an introduction like that. That was lit.
Hey,
Yeah, no. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into what we talking about. Uh the group Lisa and them, they hit me up a couple of days ago. They said they had something they want to talk about. They said they got some knowledge on it. They said they want to spread the gems. They want to just get the word out. Maybe help some of you broke. I ain't even gonna say it, but help some of y'all out here. You know what I mean? We're gonna help them out. So first and foremost, the topic is dating in 2022. So the question is, it don't matter who go first. I'm gonna make sure y'all say your name first when y'all go, so my fans and my people know who's talking and know who they need to reach out to if y'all got a handle or something. But so just let it ride. Here we go. So first and foremost, what does dating mean? What is dating? What's y'all definition of dating in 22? Like, what is dating?
Hmm.
Uh, we got we got TP. TP, what you think about it? What's your opinion? What is dating?
My aspect of dating, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
My aspect of dating is two people involved like in a romantic type relationship, get to know each other, find out about each other, feel each other, to see if there's something or someone you would like to maybe possibly build a future.
What traditional kind of a textbook answer, but you know that's out the book. But hey, that's what you that's your opinion. So that works for me. We got one opinion, so we got that romantic. You know, I'm gonna come back to you on that. I got a question for that one. So we got that. We got Nita B got her hand up in here. She want to say something. What's dating to you, Nita B?
Okay, so I think dating is just two people, or it could be a group of people who have decided to get together, to hang out, to get to know one another, to mingle, to have fun, to talk, to chill. I mean, it's dating. Dating means I need to date you, meaning like I need to see if you're going to be for my future, okay? And that could be in a friendship or relationship, whatever. That's what I think dating is.
I kind of want to piggyback off that. I feel the same way. Just getting to know a person, hanging out and stuff like that. This is Ron also, y'all. But yeah, that I kind of feel the same way.
That's cool. I dig it. I dig. I like those answers. Answers not too bad, not too shabby. Real simple. Charles Robin, what you think about dating, man? We gotta.
Dating has took a wild turn, man. Especially you talking about in 2022, and everybody on this line, we got some we got some experience and some age under us. So that's where we come at is that dating is taking somebody out, trying to get to know them, you know, taking them to different places, not just some regular, you know, we go out to eat type stuff situation, like just shaking it up a little bit. But like now in 2022, it's a little harder because you got the young people now, they switching it up, and it's not for the, I feel like in my age it's not for the good, but you know, it's just a lot different for them now because it the intimacy stuff it comes first now, and that's what makes a lot of shit of that like confusing. You know what I'm saying? But of course, like us, we want that organic shit. You know what I'm saying? That real shit.
Which I hear you on that one. That makes
Cause
good
y'all hear
sense.
anything?
Yeah, man, we
Yeah.
got you, bro. We got you, man. You tapped in. You tapped in on double ends. You good,
I'm
bro.
just making sure.
Hey, you good. So basically, so we got a good foundation on dating so far, and that has brought up
Uh-oh.
some questions on my side of things. I heard the answers. They all made sense. Hey, it is what it is. So just off that first initial question, I like to see if I can get TP front and present because I got a question, and then y'all can tell me how y'all think or if I'm thinking wrong. I'm kind of gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. I'm kind of question your theories and your ideas on what's
You
really,
don't have your earphones in?
you know what I mean.
TP is grabbing a little snack. She said, "Give her a second."
She's grabbing a snack. Hey, I just want all my double M fans out here that's in the world, man. This is the first time Lisa and them, get Lisa and them is on a podcast. So it's a lot of extra stuff going on. And right now we're doing this on Zoom, but hey, we keeping it raw, we keeping it organic. But hey, the content is still gonna come. It's still gonna come with that heat. So never mind all the extra stuff. They a little late getting on. Hey, I'll touch back down with them. But
Can I say
we
something?
gonna yeah.
Oh,
We got
I,
Nikki tapping in. Tap in. Tap in. What you got to
let's
say,
get
Nikki?
it.
I want to tap in and just add. Can I go back to the dating? What is dating?
Yes, you can.
I want to hit. I want to say that dating to me is a journey. A verbal. It can be verbal or physical journey of learning and experiencing spiritual, emotional. I mean, spiritual, physical, emotional, financial, uh, just on that journey. That's what dating is to me, with the person per se, by way of all those means. But I think it's a time when you get a chance to decide whether or not you can take another further with this person. Because if those things are not connecting with you, you know what I mean, you're really on it for no reason. So that's the time to catch them with the red flags, the lies, the good parts, and all, you know, all that stuff. I think that's what dating is. And not so much I mean, yeah, and that's where those activities and things like that come in, you know, the dining, the walks in the park, the long
The
car drives, you know.
yeah, the holding hands, opening doors, see for gentlemen. Very, hey, I get it, I understand it. Like I say, we had some very, very, very good answers, but also some very, very textbook answers, I would say. But you
Mhm.
know, me being me, I gotta break it down a little bit, get a little bit deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So my first on that whole aspect of dating, we got what these ladies, what Lisa and them think about what dating is. So my
Yeah.
question to kind of break off of that and kind of get a little bit deeper into that, we had Ron and we had Nita B saying dating is like it can be individually, it be a group, it's for the future, it's for that's what it's dating. But when you say dating it like that, some man is like, hey, we out dating. I just wanna I just wanna go out, I wanna kick it. I necessarily got a future, but they want to date. Why if I'm dating you, it has to be for a future. Why can't it be I'm dating you for a friendship, then this? Why does it immediately have, I'm dating you so we can be together?
All right. TP back on the scene.
Why does the principle of dating has to be I'm dating you to be with you? Why can't I
All
be
right.
dating you for to be a friend? Why can uh I hate to say it, but friends with benefits a real thing. Why can't I be dating you for a friends with benefits?
That's good.
So you know what?
I have my
TP's
hand
back on the
raised.
scene. I'm sorry, I had to step away for a minute. But so dating can be expressed in many different ways by many different people. Um, for an example, for me, before I even consider dating somebody, I have to be your friend to even know if I want to even date you. So um, you said that my answer was what? You
Not
said
not
Textbook.
not 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 TP. TP, I got to one to rebut on what you saying. I'm just saying, far as Nita B and Ron, they were just saying that it's for the future, and you know, far as I, you know, just kind of taking it, just saying like, if I'm dating you, I'm dating you to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Why can't I be dating to be friends with benefits? Why can't I be dating you for I want to have an adult relationship? We both know what we want. We know what we're here for. Why does it have to
right,
be I'm
You
dating you
have
to
to
be?
right,
you have
right.
to have that
And
established.
well,
This is Ron again. I had my hand up. Sorry, y'all. But to go off of what you just said, you have to have that established in the beginning, because if you tell a person this is what I want, then there will be no misunderstanding.
It's
You know what
still
I'm
gonna be
saying?
different.
So I mean, it just depends on the person. That's kind of true. It depends on the person. But if you are adults enough and know enough to know what that person is telling you, hey, I just want to date and be friends, then y'all shouldn't have a misunderstanding. You don't always have to date to have a future. You can date just to be friends and kicking it. That's what some men, some women, yeah, they get that misconstrued. It's like if you're going on a date, they just automatically assume I want to be in a relationship. That's not always true. It's not always the
It's,
case.
well,
it's
that
that.
comes in. This is TP. I'm sorry. Go ahead, B.
Go
Charles.
ahead. No, I was just gonna say it's that wasted time theory. Like we at that age where I mean I feel like with most women as well, like niggas we don't think about that shit. We just think about the quick fix, and then with the women it's like, okay, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be wasting my time just dating because of course that's still confusing too because everybody don't know the true definition of dating. We got our textbooks answers, but everybody else, you know, I was introduced to dating a different way from a female, and you know, she was it wasn't the way I looked at it. Like you know, she had multiple people she was talking to, but not multiple people she was sexually active with. But she was, you know, having conversations and same with them. But once again, it goes back, you know, that's confusing part too, because we can be dating, we can get friendships, and then it comes to, all right, well, I'm also talking to this person as well, or she's also talking to this person as well, and then that's where the confusion comes from.
And that's where I come in to say that again, dating is taken in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Dating has been presented to where people look at it differently. Me, I'm old school. Dating is going out with a person, one person. We talking about 60s and 70s here now. That's my era.
Very,
Okay, let's
very
go there
true.
first.
Let me interject it. Like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate. Let me jump in here real quick. So TP, I asked you what's your definition of date. You said romantic. So you telling me for me to go on a date with you, you want to be romantic. You want the rose petals out. You want me to show up at the door. You know, don't get me wrong, be a gentleman. But like I said, why does it have to be along those lines? Like you already setting yourself up for failure because you already establishing standards, or you already, I ain't saying not have expectations, but you already going in a pre-notation that this is what you want, and you may miss out on a good dude because he may
Well,
not be stepping
romantic,
into it like that. Like, so what do you mean by romantic?
romantic is not always about roses and candy. It can be conversation, can be romantic. So
True.
there's not always a physical um like candies, flowers, you know, food and all that has to be anticipating for that. It could be feasible for me. It could be just a romantic conversation.
It's words.
All right.
Yeah, words
So
to sell.
if it's not that, like I say, devil's advocate. So if I come pick you up in my car and we just cruise through the city and listen to slow jams all day, is that, will that suffice? Is that acceptable as a date? If I pick you up in a nice car, smelling good, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna cruise through the city. That's the date.
And, and
Is that an
conversate.
acceptable date?
That could be a date. Yes, it can.
You hear that? Hey, that was a gem right there. You heard me? So for a lot of you dudes out there that ain't got no money, ain't got none of that. Hey, if you got a car, I'm letting you know now. Hey, there shouldn't be no reason you can't take no woman on no date if you got a car. I
There's
just
no
want y'all to
reason.
know
Hey,
that.
but that's the whole thing. It's
That's
like
the
you don't
gem.
always got to spend money when you go on a date. You don't. You can take walks in the park. You can do all that type of stuff. People already assume that you're supposed to have money and take a person on a date. I mean, we don't want nobody broke at the same time, but sometimes your money might be tied up or something. And
That's
hey, you just ain't got it then.
let me once again. I must interject as a male, man. Hey, it ain't too many times you go on a date and you about to roll through the city. If I'd have known that, I'd have been doing a lot of motherfucking rides.
That
But
also depends on the
Hey,
women you talk to too.
but also
Yeah.
too, you know what I'm saying? But it's always an idea, or it's always expected for, like I said, a man to provide or come out of his pocket to show his financial stability on 90% of the dates. Just in society, the man is just already, he needs to have X, Y, and Z. I expect him to buy this. I'm the woman on a date. I'm here. He's here to impress me. Yeah, I'm here to have a good conversation, entertain them, be cool. But
Those are materialistic women.
all all
Yeah.
the everything else is just the man has to bring to the table. What does the woman bring to the date? What should she bring to a date? You know. So that's how I feel. But I got a couple of quiet people in here. I really ain't heard too much from Nita B. Nita B. I know it's been a while, a long while since you've been in the game, Nita B. But you got daughters, you know what I'm saying, that's young. You got, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure you hear their stories and kind of what's going on, and you deal with younger women and whatnot, what do you think the problem is with dating?
Okay, so here's the thing. There is a huge difference in dating and being in a relationship. In my personal opinion, what I've heard the ladies say today is their expectations is that of if they are already in a relationship. And so when you're dating, you're getting to know somebody, you're spending time, and then you will decide if you want to go into a relationship. And I'm gonna give you an example. When my oldest daughter, when her husband was dating her, they were friends. They were introduced at a game. They were friends. They met up with a couple of people a couple of times at different events. When he was ready to date her or court her, he asked me, hey, I want to date your daughter, meaning I want to pursue her. And then what's the purpose? In hopes of getting into a relationship with her. So, you know, every man you meet or every woman you meet ain't meant to be, you're not meant to be in a relationship with them. But I think that through that dating season and through that dating time is when you will find out if this is the person I want to be in a relationship. Because now through the dating process, I have found somebody that I can relate to develop a relationship.
Okay. So
And I think that women make the mistake of trying to lock men down on the first date. And you can't just lock them down because you're gonna say, oh, he mine, we dating. So then if you see him out dating somebody else, you tripping talking about that's my man. That's not your man. Y'all were dating. You're not
that
in
is
a
a true
relationship.
statement. True statement. True statement. So what I'm getting the whole thing of definition of dating is just to wrap up on this question about it. Dating is just basically get to knowing that person, kind of seeing their
Journey.
personality, just seeing if y'all have that connection or what kind of connection y'all have or whatnot, however it go. Y'all may date and figure y'all better off as being friends or whatever. So dating's about that. The the last thing I want to ask about what is dating. So how many dates is acceptable, or how many dates does a woman or a man expect, or should there be before you're able to decide, or you should come to a point to where you want to say, all right, this is where we're going with this. How many dates is a acceptable number? I
I
would
don't
like to
think
I
there
would
should
like to
be a
get everybody's answer on this one. How many dates, or if you even think there should be a limit, because you can't. Can you date forever? But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get some answers, some feedback from the ladies. From get Lisa in there, because it seems like they dropping gems, and they dropping some real powerful stuff right now for men and women to hear. So what's the proper amount or length or times or dates should you want to go on, or should know something by?
This is TP. I don't believe there's a limit as far as how many people should be dating at one time if it's just dating. But if you are in the dating world, I think there should be a reasonable amount, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 people at a time. By that time, if you'd have met 2 or 3 people, went out dates on them, you kind of know if you want to continue to date them or not. One of them might not make it. He might fall off.
You are the weakest
Can
link. Goodbye.
Bye.
No, seriously, I don't think there's a limit though on how many people that you're capable of dating at one time. If that's just what it is, it's just dating to get to know each other, hanging out, trying to feel each other, see what it's like or however. And then if you find that person, of course, to move forward a little bit more, then at that point, I feel you should need to go ahead and cut everybody else off.
All right.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Charles Rodman. Go ahead, drop something on me.
I feel like once it shouldn't be a legitimate time limit, but I feel like once the two individuals make it through a honeymoon period, I feel like it's a discussion after that to where it's like, all right, where we should move from here. Everybody different, you know. Everybody. Some people got their walls up. Some dudes got their walls up. Some females got their walls up. So everybody gonna move, you know, different. But I feel like that honeymoon period is serious, Mike, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, real deal. Real deal. I know what you mean.
For sure.
The honey ain't all mooning for sure.
It
I
ain't.
think you gotta establish what's your purpose of dating first before you can say how many dates you need to go on. Because if you just dating to be dating, you can go on as many dates as you want to, date as many people as you want to. But if you're trying to, establish a relationship, you still can't even put a limit on that because it's just whenever y'all start feeling each other and decide, hey, I'm about to let all my people go, you let all your people go, and let's do this.
Yeah, they had that discussion. Like,
So
Right.
so you should have a mental checklist then, huh? Like this and that. If he checked that box, like, hey, he did this, cool. He did that, cool. All right, he did that, cool. Now I'm ready to.
Y'all gotta be on the same page.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Y'all can't. It can't be I'm ready and he just like, no, I just want to keep dating. Y'all gotta be on the same page. And 9 times out of 10, if y'all feeling each other like that, y'all be on the same page.
All right. So there you have it. There. Just sum it up on that one. Hey, that's what dating is. We touched down on topics on that. We got the opinions from these intelligent ladies on dating. Hey, men and women, like I said, open your ears up. They dropping gems for y'all. So we're gonna keep this podcast. We're gonna keep this moving on double M's, you dig? Keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? So I got another question, another topic within the whole dating realm that we talking about. So we gonna have Nikki answer this question off the rip. This the first one we got for her. The question is, why don't men take ladies on dates anymore?
I cannot answer that.
They don't have an answer on that one. Hey,
I don't. The
hey,
guys that I date,
I know why they don't take women on dates no
hey,
more.
the
honesty
guys
is
that
key.
I have dated, I've dated some decent guys that I've been out on a few dates.
That works.
I've
So,
been doing that. It ain't working.
I don't have that dilemma.
so who can answer that for me? Why? I mean, because
Get Lisa Neal.
somebody
Lisa.
brought that question to me, and they wanted to know. So, hey, Lisa, why don't men take ladies on dates no more?
Because women have allowed men not to take them on dates no more. They made it comfortable for men not to take women on dates.
I didn't want to say that.
They came accustomed to a dude be like, oh, I don't know. They became accustomed to men being like, well, can I come over your house? Yeah, we can come over to my house and
You
hang
found
out. So now you ain't going on dates. You going to houses hanging out, then they just start cooking for them. They making a home for them. So they like, why date her?
Yeah.
I hear
That's
you.
what they doing.
It makes perfectly good sense. But if we
Yeah.
got the standard of, hey, we can roll around the city and listen to music, and that's a date, why can't it be acceptable that a man says, can I come to your house and y'all make dinner? Or he say, come to my house and he makes dinner. Why can't it be a date? Not a cheap date
A
in a
date
negative way, but why can't that be a date? Come over to my house. We can
that's
watch,
not a cheap date. That
you know.
becomes okay. We working on relationship type dates.
You you can come to my house
Dates
and
is
not want to
outside
be a
of the home.
relationship.
That's
Well,
not, but it's like outside the home because y'all dating, y'all really don't know each other. So why are y'all in each other's spaces?
Hey, he might got that thing I need to see. He ain't scared about nothing. He like, hey, come through. You try
But
something,
you
I
have
got
to
something
think.
for you. But he said he
especially
ain't got no money.
You shouldn't
He
have
if
to
it's the
think about
first
this.
date, and if it's the
Yeah,
first
because you
date,
know.
you
he,
don't have no business going over to nobody's house on a first date. No way. You don't know them people.
but you grown though. I mean, at something before
It's
you go
not
on a
about being grown.
It
It's
ain't
but
about
about
being
being
safe.
grown.
I'm just but I'm saying even though you're going on a date, you're getting to know somebody. At some point in time, dating them, you still eventually you're gonna go to their house. So what? Like I said, the first time he's a real gentleman. He's cool. He ain't got nothing to hide. He got a nice crib. Maybe he got a beautiful view of the city or something. And he say, "Hey, just come to my crib. We got a nice view. I'm gonna make you a full course meal, blue, 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 and we just gonna chill." Why can't? Why wouldn't that be
But then that
considered a
defeats the
date?
purpose of dating.
So if you go to a guy's house, that automatically alleviates dating. If you go
I'm
to
not going to a
a
guy's house, but
man's
that's
or
just
a
me
lady's house.
personally.
No, we're not saying that it's automatically dating going to
Okay.
the man's house. We're saying that first time dating, going on a date, it shouldn't be at anyone's house, period, on the
Right.
first
Because y'all
time
still in the
dating.
getting to
Now,
know
after
each other.
time has went by and y'all went on several dates and maybe y'all feel comfortable with each other, then the dating can move more maybe towards
Okay.
the home.
Let me let me try to kind of rephrase that just a little bit. What I'm trying to say. You go okay. You go out. You cool. You go on the date, and then he says, "Why don't you come back to my house?" You go to his house. Does that cancel out the whole dating? Is what I'm trying. Does that say, "All right, we didn't go on a date"? Because at the end of the day, or at the end of the outing, you still ended up back at his house. So that does that just wipe out the whole thing y'all dated? So say y'all went to his house, it's cool, it's getting late, but y'all don't want to end the night. Y'all ain't trying to. I ain't saying y'all trying to do nothing or nothing like that. But he like, yo, it's getting kind of late. I just want to chill. Why don't you come back to my crib and hang out for a little bit? Does that cancel out the whole dating, or does that send up a red flag that he's trying to get you back to his house?
Red flag.
That's a red flag.
Red
Oh,
flag all the way.
It's there.
And
uh-oh. I think we got
no,
another hidden gem in there. I think they just dropped the gem. Hey, fellas, I'm letting y'all
no,
know. Hey,
it's
don't ask her back to the crib after your first day. Hey, keep it cool. As bad as you want to go back and chill,
Look, I got something to say
don't
to
do it.
that.
Hey, just send her home. You go home. Try again on the third or fourth date. My opinion.
You
because
But
this is where you teach a man to
I got
respect
you.
you. This is where respect comes in at. First date. This is when you teach a man what to expect. And the first day going back to the house is not happening. And then it's late, it's time to go home. Try again another day.
That's respectable. That's real respectable. Respectable. I get it. I understand. I feel you on that one. So is that a old ideology, or is that new? Because and modern days, and as days go on, and here in the present, things change. So does that will that still apply to this day? I mean, does that still apply to this day?
I actually think this is Nikki. I think that times has changed. It has changed
definitely.
to the point that you do. This is the spiritual part of yourself that you need to tap into when you're dating. Because
Uh,
there's something
Nikki,
going on.
Nikki, Nikki, excuse me, Double M tapping in. Hey, we got you on that, and I hear you saying a lot about spirituality. So I just want you to keep those thoughts, hold on to those, because we gonna touch on the spirituality of dating. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we gonna get back to you on that, and trust me, I'm coming to you first because that's your key word is spirituality. So we gonna touch on that. We gonna get to that for you. But like
Okay.
I said, we kind of just like I say, why don't men take women on dates? And we getting, and I had to ask, is the house an acceptable date? We got no, that ain't that. It's not respectable. So and we got respect. So like I was saying, why don't men take women on dates? Why don't women take men on dates? If that's the case, hey, maybe he's not a creative guy. Maybe he's a homebody. What everything he does is at home. That's his motherfucking comfort zone. He may not be on no bullshit, but at home is his comfort zone. Also, I mean, we can split it up as in post COVID and during COVID, because hey, maybe he don't want to leave his house and catch COVID-19. Maybe he got his vaccine shot. He good. You
You
got
hear
your
me?
side hit good. We want to be quarantined.
And if
Why
he,
can't we
but
chill at home and safe and
well,
not
if he don't want to
and
be,
stop the spread?
well, you know what, and that's all fine and good. There's other options besides still at home. We don't have to go in public with everyone else. There's so much things out here that can be done with just two people. We can go to the park. We can go to the anywhere. We could sit in the parking lot somewhere at Target
It's
and,
5 degrees.
window
It's
shop.
5 degrees. I don't want to go to the
We'll
park.
sit in the car. We'll sit in the car
Okay.
and window shop at the plaza or something, or look at the fountains. I mean, there's so many other ways of doing things. It does not have to be in the home. And if he is comfort in his own zone and in his house, that's understandable because I'm the same way. But he needs to come out of that. He got to compromise. It's two people, not one.
I did, and that's true. That is a true statement. And I'm a bit of a historian. I kind of go back and I kind of look at different things that go on. I watch a lot of different videos about past and just relationships just amongst the human society on different videos and things. So for I'll say this like this: you have your kings. You had kings that had castles and jesters and all just the whole works in their castle. Their whole thing was whatever lady they want to be the queen or whatever. They didn't take them on a date. They didn't do that. They brought her. He brought her back to the castle, and look what all those things how those evolved and everything. She became the queen and everything, but she came to the house first. What
We
is
is
that a
not
date?
back in 1800 BC.
But
Come on now.
but I'm speaking on the human evolution. Like I said, things change. That's my point. Things change.
And that's what I was gonna say. That
Okay, okay, Nikki B.
this is Nikki.
Yes, yes.
I was gonna say that according to, you gotta know, like when you're talking to a person, if he's sexual, if he's coming at you like that, or even yourself. If you're feeling it too hot and you cannot be alone with the man, no, you don't need to have nobody back at your house. But your home should be comfortable enough after talking and doing other things for a little while. You should be all right with being at home with the person chilling at the crib. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that'll be the way that you date. That is not so. And that's the that I was am I saying too much? Because
No,
that's another good way to weed out what you don't like. Oh, you like to stay in the house? Oh, you want to come over and be at the house? Ah, well, we ain't flowing right then and there. Because I'm a either you are an outdoors person or you are a sit in the house. COVID or not, we are gonna get out.
correct, correct. That's very true. Very true. Very good answers on that overall, and just coming in about it. Uh, so as we move along, on in this topic of dating, we still got a few more questions within that whole realm that I still want to get to before we kind of double back, kind of open up a little bit, kind of just get a little more flowing into different topics and kind of just getting it back and forth with everybody or whatnot. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving, keep it going, and go to the next question. Yo, Charles Rodman, what's going? How be doing in the podcast, man? You like what you're hearing over there, man?
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving the interaction.
Are we getting some
Yeah.
gems? Are we catching?
Everybody vibing, man.
Are
You got a good both sides, good opinions from both sides. We got experience and age in here, man. So this is definitely gems being dropped.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, get Lisa in there for sure. For sure.
Lisa and them.
Lisa and them, hey, they giving it to y'all. Lisa and them for sure. You know what I mean? They most definitely doing that. So we're gonna keep it moving. Keep it going on. Touch on just a little bit more. Keep it touching. Keep it going. Like I said, man, double M hitting gems. We getting gems out the ass in this motherfucker. If you ain't picking up nothing from this, I don't know what to tell you. If you're not going on no dates, if you're not about to go on no date,
Hmm.
if you can't figure out how to plan on make a date successful by the end of this motherfucker, hey, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna plead the fifth, like my guy what's his name? Motherfucking Dave Chappelle. I plead the fifth.
I need the fifth.
You hear me? So
1, 2, 3, 4.
fifth, fifth. Keep it going. Keep it going. So our next here goes something. I got something good. We got a question come in. So the I I most definitely gonna voice my opinion on this one for sure. For sure. My honest opinion, like always, because that's what I do. So you go on a date, everything's on date, everything's good, y'all established. Hey, we going out, we going to kick it. We ain't going to your house or none of that. We already got all it out. We slowly walking through the date. All right, I'm meeting up. We going on a date. Who should pay on the date? Should the date be Dutch? Should y'all go half and half? Or is it expected that the man pays? Should it be expected that a woman pays for her half and the man pays for his half? Would it be a nice gesture for the man to pay for the date or a nice gesture for the woman to pay for the date? Is it a red flag if one person either or pays for the date? So the question is, who pays for the date when y'all finally get to the point where I want to go on a date? Who's paying for it?
My
So
opinion is, oh, I'm sorry.
Nikki, let me go ahead and get Nikki on this one. She looking like she got something to say about this one. Let me let her snap.
I'm gonna say again, for me, that's another way of weeding out the good and the bad. You know, depending on the person, what you in for. So
Hold on, Nikki B. Hold
Oh,
on,
I'm
Nikki B.
sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Nikki B. Let me quiet down. Get Lisa and them is getting rowdy and bowdy. Let me quiet Lisa and them down real quick. Lisa and them, quiet down. Quiet down. We got some gems coming. Quiet down, Lisa. Quiet down. Get Lisa in there. All right, Nikki. Now get back to what you saying.
I say it's again, it's a way to weed out what you want and what you don't want. As a woman, because we get a chance to have those options. And I would say if you know that you are not the type of you want the whole kit and caboodle, it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do, how you do it. And I like to date a man that wants to pay for my meals, that wants to take me out. And then, of course, I do not have a problem with every now and again paying too. But I prefer a man who wants to be a man and who wants to pay the bill, not
Correct.
nothing else. That's where I go with that.
All right. We got any other opinions going on? Anybody else want to say who
I
should pay for
believe
the date?
it's Lisa. I believe whoever initiates the date should pay for it, whether it be the man or the woman. That's just my
I
opinion, though.
agree. I agree.
Get out of here, nigga.
All
I can see
right.
that. That's good. That's good.
So we got any more opinions? We got Nita B. What we got?
All right, this is a good one. I believe this. Now, this is gonna go back to some age. At my age, if I was dating, if you ask me to go eat or wherever we're going, I expect for you to pay. And we're
Remind
talking
you.
about an age difference. And
We're talking about
so,
60s, in the 60s.
your mama.
Get Lisa in them. Go get Lisa in them.
I ain't got time for that. I'm serious. Now, I think that once you're in a relationship where you're steady dating, then it may be okay for some of you women to pay for a date. I just will not. But I'm not like saying that it's wrong. And I do think, again, I think it's an age thing, and I also think it has to do with how you grew up. My father always provided and took care of the food or where we were going and all that stuff. So that's what I'm used to. I'm not used to
We gotta mute some of
um,
those mics. We getting a little feedback.
I'm not used to men who don't stand up and be a man. Now, on the other side of that, now that I'm married, when me and my husband go out, it don't matter who pay the bill. Sometimes I just pay, sometimes he pay. If he in the bathroom, I'm not gonna wait for him to come from the bathroom to pay the bill. I'm just gonna pay the bill. If we going,
Hey, when you married, that's coming from the same pot. I just want y'all to know that. So yeah, she's talking about she ain't paying the bill. It's still coming out of his money too, and it's coming out of her money too. FYI. Hang. Yep. So, but like I said, it's me, double M's. You know what I mean? I most definitely want to speak on this a little bit. I've been kind of quiet. I ain't really been pressing the issue too much. But my whole thing about paying for a date. Yeah, I asked you go on a date, we cool and everything. My whole thing is if we go on a date, like I said, we out of the majority of the answers that I have got, the man should, then we got who initiates the date should, and along those lines. My thing is if I'm getting to know you
What's up, Tate?
and we both getting to know each other, why don't
You have to
you pay
do
for
so
your
much
meal?
'cause you
I'll pay
sleep.
for my meal. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice gesture. Just me personally, I don't mind paying for the lady. It's cool. If the date's going good and it's going fine and we vibing, then I'll probably, make the gesture like, all right, cool, I got the ticket. But if we on the date, we ain't hitting it off or nothing like that.
On a
I don't want to spend my money buying your food. You can pay for your own food because this probably gonna be the last date.
And then that's when she gonna go get Lisa and then we gonna whip your ass.
Just saying,
I
like
agree with
my
you,
I
Mike.
agree.
my
I
money,
agree.
I kind of
my
agree with
money,
you.
my you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, we both grown. I want to see too. Like at the end of the day, if I'm going on a date and I'm already telling that you're expecting me to pay for it, then you already building that idea or putting that idea in my head like, oh, you already putting the idea like, oh, she gonna expect me to pay for everything. And it's just a date. Like we just dating, we just friends. So if you already expecting me to give money, that and like I said, when it comes to money and certain things, when you make certain gestures, you already implying or putting that idea out there. So if you go on a date, it's cool, it's straight. Yeah, I answer, hey, you know what I mean? I'll pay for the whole meal. Now she'd be like, hey, I'll pay for the meal. All right, you get the appetizer. I'll pay for the meal. You get the drinks. Then all right, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But for me just to come all the way out my pocket on a date, I'm financing you to get to know me, and I might not even really rock with you like that. I might not even fuck with you like that. Why am I coming out all my money?
Wasting my hard-earned money.
What's coming out? What
I
you investing?
feel
What you investing? Because when you spending money, it's still an investment. If I'm spending money on a date, I'm investing money in us and on this date. And if I'm the only one paying for it, you ain't got nothing invested. You can just be eating this motherfucking food and going about your way. I need you to come out some chips too. Is that the wrong way of thinking? I don't know. I mean,
no. I
It
but
don't
makes
think
a,
there's.
sense.
a
I
lot
don't.
It
of
makes
I don't
a
sense.
think
lot
there's
of
a
a,
wrong or
a
right
lot
way.
of guys a lot of guys nowadays in this generation kind of feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, because I would say with the music, you know what I mean. A lot of time with a lot of the music, and a lot of things that's going on. Oh, I get this man to pay for this, and I hit his back. So a lot of the women nowadays that's listening to the Cardi B's and everybody is soaking in the wrong image or the wrong message,
Message.
and they're already expecting a man to be in his pocket and a man has to show you his pockets to show you how much he likes you. If he spends a lot of money on you, then he really likes you. If he don't spend no money on you, he don't like you. So if you just dating, you don't know if I really like you. If we dating, you don't know if I really don't like you. But if we both spending money on it, it's still neutral. We still got time to decide,
And
right?
to cut in on
That's
that,
good. That's
Eminem,
good.
I agree with you. I initially, well, this is TP, I'm sorry. I initially agree with Lisa. Whoever initiates the date, I believe they should pay for it first. At that point, after that first date,
Get your mute, Nick. It's the echo.
I do got it on me.
after that first date, I believe that if there's a agreement to where there's a next date, um, then at that point, whoever initiates the second date should pay for it. Maybe after that second date, maybe there should be an option to where y'all take turns. You pay a date, I pay a date. You pay a
Fair.
date, I pay a
I've done
date.
that. I've
So
done that.
fair exchange, no robbery. So then, as if the dating game starts to accumulate to far as there more relationship built, then at that point, like you said, I believe if a man is really interested in you, he's going to put more effort into spending more money into you.
Correct.
That's my opinion.
So my
And I
my
think that's
question,
fair.
once again, devil's advocate just jumped in. Bam, double M's hitting Jim. So we got initiating date. If whoever initiates the date, so y'all having a conversation, you between the dude, just a conversation. He like, hey, someday we should go on a date. Is he initiating a date? What if he just put the suggestion out there, like, you know what, maybe we should go on a date sometime, but he don't say when the date is, and you say, yeah, we should go on a date sometime. Maybe next week or something. So who's initiating the date? Oh, but
No
who's
one at
initiating
that
it?
point. That's
What if
just a
it?
suggestion.
What if he just like?
It's
What if he like dropping a subliminally ask you on a date? You know what I'm saying? Not ask you on a date, but like, yeah, you know what? It'd be really fun to go on a date with you sometime. But he don't never ask you. But then next week you be like, hey, I'm free. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should go on a date next weekend. So you initiated the date. You should pay.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, that might be another gem right there. I'm not for sure. Double M's is kind of on the fence about this whole little thing right here. I'm kind of thrown for a loop. You know what I mean? Hey, at the end of the day, date or no date, hey, I need to see how much you got to me personally. I need to see straight up. But you know what I'm saying? If I, like I said, it gets deeper and it gets a little deeper. It's different things that play a factor in and if a man's gonna pay for the date, what I mean, it's different things that comes, just personal with me. I don't want to touch on that because we talking about certain things and we got some intelligent ladies in here and we trying to pass the gems, but you know what I mean. If you wanna touch my pockets, you know what I'm saying. We need to talk about some things. We're gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean. Double M's hitting gems, but so we got the pan for the day. We going through. Hey, we talking about the whole dating scenario. We basically walking you ladies and you men out here that don't know how to date or about the dating world. Hey, we giving y'all play by play, rundown by rundown, what you motherfuckers need to do to be a
Bruh.
su- to be a successful dater. Listen to this a few times because I'm telling you, the stuff that's coming is pure gold. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a gold mine. So we got one more question within it when it's dating realm, and then we're gonna kind of touch up on little things. We're gonna end the podcast because it's looking like we're gonna end up with a part two for sure, because we just touching the surface on a lot of things. But the last thing I wanna ask, and first and foremost, I want to have Nikki answer this because this she's been itching the whole podcast to let us know and drop this on us. So we're gonna let her kick this off. The whole thing about dating is spirituality, spirituality and dating. What First of all, I would like you to tell me what that means. Just give me a general idea of what that means so people know just on the spirituality of dating, and then give me your take, and then we're gonna touch down with the rest of the members of get Lisa in there, and we're gonna see. So spirituality and dating. What you think about that, Nikki?
And I don't know why I get it. Yeah. Well, my thing is this. I think what I'm saying, that the spirituality part of it is kind of seeing where a person is at say the word, biblically.
There we go.
Biblically.
Close enough. We working.
Okay. So making sure that they have that knowledge, and it's like common sense. It's like uh even knowing what being intimate is, just those things that are more so, I don't know, like the foundation of the person. Like what's their core beliefs? What do they live by? You know,
Okay.
that when I say spiritual.
So, all right. So I got you on the whole spiritual thing on it, and I don't get me wrong. I know what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. But this is where I got it. So spiritual. Are you talking? So spiritual as in, uh, are we talking about just a person's spirit as who he is as in a spirit, or a spirit as in his religion, his beliefs? If he believes in God or believes in this, because I
Nope.
mean, because that. So are we talking about the person's spirit as his essence, as himself, spirit?
Yes, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Okay, I just wanted to clear that up because I was going to ask, hey, what if there's different religions and there are different belief systems, but just because the person don't believe what you believe, that does not make the next man or woman less important or less lovable or less qualified for you. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, throw my little gem in on that. But
But again, it's a way to weed out what you want and what you don't want, because some people do want a spiritual
correct,
religion type common
correct.
denominator, and there's all kinds. But I'm meaning spiritual like your soul. When I say spiritual, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there.
Souls are souls. That's a deep topic when you get to talking about souls for sure, because everybody's soul is different. You know what I mean? Souls in good ways and bad ways, and a person being true to who they are may not be ideal for the next person. Because a lot of people live by the system. Who they are. A lot of people are loyal to themselves, and I can't say I'm not one of those type of people because I'm loyal to who I am. As much as I want to be somebody else and all this other things, I only can be who I am. Whether my spouse or who I'm dating or whoever feels that way, I'm loyal to myself. So we have to leave it on those on that field far as spirituality. You know what I mean? Because I believe in a lot of different things. I believe in a lot of different tactics. I believe in certain karmas. I believe in
Yeah,
certain everything. You know what I mean? Some
yeah,
just certain things I believe in it, and that person
yeah,
may not believe in that, and 9% of the population or 5% of the population may say, you know what, that's gonna come back and get you or whatever or however it is. But if that's as you as a person, if you believe what you doing is what you doing is right, who is that person to judge you or tell you that that's wrong? But if that
right.
vibe is there, then would you hold that constraint on that person on their spirituality if they have, I guess, uh, not contradicting but conflicting spiritual kind of personalities? Y'all personalities or spiritual beings connect. Y'all connect, but almost like politics. He's a right wing and left wing. You know what I mean? Y'all still connect, but y'all also separate. Does that put an end to that stop? So that make you leery about the date? Where does that tie into the dating world though, far as spirituality? Because at the end of the day, a person can be putting on the front. You know what I mean? You may not see a person's soul until something happened. A lot of times you don't really see a person for who they are until something truly happens. They get super upset, super angry, super sad, get drunk, or something happens before you actually see that person for who they
Trigger,
are.
triggers,
Hmm.
past trauma. The new triggers that may bring out that trauma. You'll see a part of their soul and what they was hurt from. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, correct. Uh, Nita B, what you think about that?
She about to go to sleep.
She's on mute.
Well, the way
Nita
I
B.
the way I see it is I don't know. Uh,
Was you sleep?
She don't know. We gonna get somebody else. Get Lisa and them. Lisa, what you think about that? What you think about spirituality?
She gone too.
I'm not gone. It doesn't really matter to me because I ain't one of them people. So I think it really just depends on you.
What is one of them people?
That's what I
For,
was about to
for
The
say.
my
spiritual
audience,
thing, the spiritual thing is not for me. So I don't know what she mean by spiritual. I don't know if it's like the godly thing, the church thing, and all that. So me dating somebody like that, it doesn't bother me either way. But he has to accept that I'm not gonna be that way. And if you can't accept that, then we might not be for each other.
Okay. I dig. Oh! I think Nita B is back. I think she's back. Back.
Okay.
Nita B. What you got to say?
This is my lane. Now, I do believe that spirituality is a very, very, very major part of a relationship. And the reason that I say that is because one of the main things we like to throw around in a relationship is the word love. Well, how can you know what love is if you don't know who love is? And in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians 4 and 8,
Lisa, I need you to mute, Lisa.
it says that God is love. And I do believe that when your heart, and I'm not talking about this spooky type of God stuff and ooh in church. There's a difference in church and then having a spiritual intuition, a spiritual engagement and relationship with God. I'm talking about that. I believe that when you have that in your heart, it makes you a better person, and it also makes you treat each other different. And again, people have the concept of church and God. They are two different things. I'm not talking about people who go to church. I'm talking about people who have a relationship with God. And I do believe that it is very important because
Agreed.
I believe that with God's guidance, that's how you're able to maintain a healthy relationship. And I'm not saying it always works, but the Bible does say, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, meaning don't be with somebody who's not like you. Because if you're not for that, then don't get with somebody who is, because that's going to be a clash.
Correct.
That's just common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
So don't be with somebody who don't gel with you.
Very true. I heard you talking, Nita B, and throughout the whole time we've been talking, it was the first time that the word was actually brought into it, the word love. You know, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna indulge into the whole topic of love. I'm just gonna say a quick bit on that or whatnot. You know what I mean? And and we'll take it what it is, and we'll most definitely touch down on the word love in part two. But love, what is love? It's seven of us in here. So I'm sure we got seven different opinions of what's love. Your love may be different than that love, and that love may be different than that love. And that person might not agree with your love and love and love and love. But hey, like I said, we're gonna touch down on part two because hey, we kind of running out of time on a podcast or whatnot, and we gonna touch down on part two. Before we end the podcast though, I got one wild, crazy, I just need an opinion, just kind of see on just the whole dating realm. I just kind of want to see. So we checking out. Yo, we on a date. We all good. It's a man and a female. It's two of them. It's a couple. They want to date one of y'all. How is that possible? Is it a way? Is it? Can you date a couple to a
Huh?
couple with them?
What?
You have a
Run that by me again.
you got a man and a woman,
He's talking about the
and
poly lifestyle. Catch on.
Oh,
and
okay.
they want to date you. Is that a dateable? Is that possible? Is
For
that
some
true?
people,
For some
for
people
some people.
that may be, but not for TP.
That's that polyamorous relationship stuff. We ain't about that life over here.
In another life, I would
Hey, Lisa and them, nobody on Lisa and
It's
them.
a
We
it's
don't.
a lifestyle. I'm just
hey,
asking.
I
It's out
think
there.
I think in another life, I would have definitely did. I think that it is. I don't. I there's a the other side of Anita B. She got this other girl, and the other girl she likes to try shit, and I think that would be fun.
Well, you talking about another lifestyle. With you saying that statement, that sound like that was this lifestyle, though, or that will be this lifestyle, or this
Hello,
lifetime.
I
And I
agree.
said,
Whoa,
I
get
agree.
Lisa in
you know
there.
what?
Get Lisa in there. Get Lisa
No,
in there.
well,
Hey,
now
she
let me
willing to
address
try.
something. Let me
She willing
address
to
something.
try.
This is
I
just
wouldn't
the
do
fan right
anything like
here.
that now because you know, I got a granddaughter and I have daughters, and so I have some morals of how I'm going. But I'm just saying, in my fantasy life world, I would definitely explore something like that. I do think that it takes a confident woman to be able to do that. Because if you're an insecure woman, you're always going to be at odds with that other woman. But if you're a secure woman and a bold woman, I think you could definitely handle it. I could. I have fun.
Well, TP talking, it's not for everybody, like she said. I don't even think it's even about being just insecure. It's just that it could be a possibility of dealing with so many people in a relationship. Faithfulness nowadays is not common at all. And people step outside of relationships quite often. So there's a chances that you're taking that comes along with that, being in those type of relationships. The thought of it could be cool, but the actual doing it, it could be a challenge. Put your phone on that. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it could be a challenge, but for TP, it's not for me. I don't want to share with nobody. I want what's mine is mine, it's only mine. Biblically, that's not the right thing to do as well. And I am a God-fearing woman.
See. All right. Well, I'm gonna let Charles Rodman take over for a quick second. I gotta take a quick intermission. Then I'm gonna
Why you
come
gonna
back.
put me on
I'm gonna come
blast?
back. I'm gonna come right back, and we're gonna wrap this up. So Charles Rodman, hey, I know you got something that's kind of on your mind. I see you over there kind of thinking a little bit. So let the gears turn, and I'm gonna
Don't
touch
do
back
that.
down real quick.
Don't do that. I got a question.
You
Y'all
silly.
hear me?
I can hear you. Let's go.
Bet. So check this out. All right. So there's a saying. We're gonna go off topic. So there's a saying that within the first 5 seconds of you noticing a man, you know if you want to indulge in maybe sexual physical activities with him.
Yep.
Can you break that down, and can you break down when that falls off? What usually does a dude? Because I know for some women they'll play on that and they'll get a little flirty, and most dudes will take that as like, all right, yeah, she wanna get right. But what is it? At what point in time do y'all dial back and not act on that?
I don't think it's the first 5 seconds, maybe the first 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Correct me then. That's my bad.
we gotta see him open his mouth first.
Okay, there we go.
But that is real talk. That's real talk. A woman.
Sometimes you just come across people and you could say, "Oh, he could get it."
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
he did it.
That's exactly how it goes.
But that is true. When a woman first meet a guy, and I would say within the first 5 minutes of being around here conversating, we know before he do if he's gonna get the wet wet. The wet
He
wet.
gonna, he
I
gonna
wet
double
lead,
wet.
dip in the lady
I
part.
lead the conversation. This is what we come back to. Hey,
The wet.
Hey, you left him
double
in
lens,
charge.
I'm here
double
talking about
lens,
doing the oochie
double
coochie.
lens is crazy, boy. Double lens will switch up on you with the hidden gems. But like I said, we gonna touch down on it. Don't get me wrong. I hear y'all talking. Hey, we'll be back for part 2 and 3. We'll talk about it. You know what I mean?
Boy,
But
want to know who's doing the oochie coochie.
In the first,
we don't want to know about that on this episode. Y'all save all that goodness for a later date. We just
Shoot.
walking them through. We just walking them
he's
through
It
on the
almost
dating
said
got
in
part.
the first
really
5
wet.
seconds.
We trying to get our young kings and queens on dates first before we start talking about
Right.
the wet and
Right.
wild. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, now
So,
depending on the age, you know, a one night stand ain't nothing but people just doing whatever they
well,
want to do.
we talking about dating. That contradicts what we saying on dating. You can't have a
It
one night
does.
I
stand.
switched it up.
We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna switch it up. We ain't gonna switch it
Look
up.
at the
You know
hands
what I
raised.
mean?
Everybody got
So,
something to say.
Had to throw a
hey,
curveball.
Everybody got something to say.
It's
hey,
Charles'
so
fault. It's Charles' fault. He did that.
Curveball,
we're gonna
baby.
blame it on Charles. Charles gonna get me in trouble. But
Charles
hey,
and George.
we're
Hey,
gonna
that was a little side quiz question for the sponsors of Double M Gyms. Hey, Double M Gyms, dog. That was just a little quiz, you know what I'm saying? Just
double
to see if
M
y'all
hitting
busy.
gems. You dig? But yo, we had a good episode here, man. We touched down on a lot of different topics within dating, and we kind of just talked about different things that you should apply probably to your lifestyle and probably what you should do to be a successful dater in today's world. Uh, from old to young to new to old school, whatever. I think everybody can listen to this and take something away from it or whatnot. So before we get off here and end Double M's Hidden Gems, you know what I mean? Like I said, y'all tune into that, find it on Facebook. Y'all can go to Spreaker. I have a link up for y'all. If anybody want to say anything before we close out of here, we're gonna close out. Uh, Anybody got anything I need to say before they want to go? And we got any shout outs? You got anything
I
you want to
do.
say? And we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up and we'll come back for part two.
I want to say thank you for having Lisa and them. Thank you for having us on the show tonight. This is really fun.
It's
Our
always
first
a pleasure.
time. I mean these my riders, and I thank you for having us on your show.
Definitely. Thank you.
No, no problem. No problem. I most definitely like to get as many people on here and get many points of view that I can get and just get all the knowledge I can get from everybody on everything. Like I said, I'm here to touch one person and hopefully help them out in somewhere in their life. And when I got people like y'all that's intelligent and have very what's the word I want to say? Very
Different point of views.
different point of views, but I'm trying to look for the big word, man. I'm trying to sound educated, man. It's what we do on Double M's, man. We educated out here. You know what I mean? So when we got very complex ideas that can branch off and touch everybody, I'll make sure I get them on here. So like I said, Double M's. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be touching down on it. So we're gonna say good night to Lisa and them. Y'all have a good night, Lisa and them. We'll touch down with y'all again. Double M's Hidden Gems. It's a wrap. We in there, episode 7. Touch down with your boy. Yes, sir.
All right. Good night, John.
Yep.